You know the gist. 13 years in the making, new technology, underwater, yada yada yada. But what do the fans have to say about Avatar: The Way of Water? The second installment in the Avatar franchise was released internationally on December 15th, and those who rushed out to see the sequel are now giving their reviews on Twitter. James Cameron had a lot on his plate with the movie, but the director certainly isn't afraid of a challenge. There is at least one more sequel on the way after The Way of Water, and possibly additional Avatar flicks if everyone is happy with number 2.
The day we deliver Avatar 2, we'll just start working on finishing Avatar 3.
So, are they happy? Well, those lucky enough to have seen the film already certainly are. So there is a lot to look forward to from Cameron in the decade ahead. Let's get straight to it. Finding a negative reaction to Avatar: The Way of Water is no easy feat. As one Twitter user posted, "Just got out of Avatar: The Way of Water and wow, what a gorgeous film. Didn't feel like 3 hours to me, and I could honestly spend more time with this family and characters." Meanwhile, another said, "Avatar: The Way of Water did not disappoint. Epic graphics, acting, storytelling, and did the original justice. Loved it." Some were going so far as to name Avatar: The Way of Water the best movie they'd ever seen. One tweet read, "That movie might just be my favorite movie of all time. The story, the visuals. They had a battle in the beginning, middle, and end, and I loved every character." Another moviegoer compared the Avatar sequel to other recent underwater flicks, and it's clear one reigns supreme. They said, "After Avatar: The Way of Water, I will never ever watch the first Aquaman again. Aquaman and The Way of Water aren't even in the same ballpark. So watching the former again is going to come off as a major bummer." It's hard to find someone who straight up hated Avatar: The Way of Water, but some people do seem to take exception to the movie's lengthy 192-minute runtime. As one Twitter user posted, "I like the first 45 minutes. The first underwater scene in the movie comes only after that. Then it becomes a full-blown documentary on seas for like 1 hour." Many Twitter users mentioned that the film was a little too long in their posts, but they often followed up with a compliment. One user said, "Avatar: The Way of Water was incredibly beautiful. A long ride, but so worth it." Another wrote, "Definitely a Disney family story and slightly long, but overall a fun in-theater experience." If 3-hour films aren't a problem for you, of course, it seems like you won't have any complaints about The Way of Water. One person even claimed you won't notice the 3-hour-plus runtime, writing, "The 3 hours doesn't seem long at all, and you don't want it to end. You are constantly at the edge of your seat nervous. It is a movie theater experience." So if you loved the first Avatar, you should be thrilled with The Way of Water.
I see you.
I see you.
Twitter users have praised everything from the movie's visuals to its 3D technology, while pointing out that the story is more complex than the first movie. Many pointed out that the movie's themes and characters were particularly compelling. As one Twitter user said, "Some pacing issues aside, there is a powerful, emotional story about family over the spectacle. The wait to return to Pandora was worth it." There were plenty of tweets praising Zoe Saldana's Neytiri in particular, which is no surprise given she's a standout in the original film. Jake and Neytiri's children also seem to be a highlight. And naturally, you should also be ready to shed some tears. One poster said, "Avatar: The Way of Water was a near-perfect movie. A stunning visual James Cameron masterpiece of a movie. Dude knows how to make a sequel. My wife cried 10 times." All in all, The Way of Water appears to be worth the wait, and moviegoers are likely to have one of their best theater experiences of the year.